Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Cup Series here for Saturday Night Racing. This is Auto Club race number 2 of the season, and it is going to be another barn burner performance. I love this track. I absolutely adore Auto Club. It is arguably my favorite track on this game, at least for the ones that you basically are going full throttle on. So, this track has a very illustrious history. This was the first ever race here in the MRL, just as a league. Of course, won by two-time Cup Series champion Cyber, right down here. He is starting P6. However, the main story is actually something that is unrelated to MRL. A dear friend of the just NASCAR racing online scene has unfortunately passed. Travis Tyson has had an accident with a heart aneurysm, and unfortunately, he is no longer with us. So, in honor of him and just for the entirety of the as a league and as a league owner, I've raced with him before, and I just want to show my respect for a racer past. So on lap 87, that was his favorite number. He is going to be, or we're going to hold a lap of silence. So I will be watching for lap 87. That will be our moment. But for the moment, this is time to roll. So with that, we are absolutely rolling. Again, dear friend gone, but the show must go on. Travis Tyson, you will be missed. Tonight is a very solemn occasion, but there is a couple storylines going into this race. Mike G, you can see him right there in that number 12 machine right there, on pole for the back-to-back races. He won the pole at Daytona and is getting a nice little front view spot here tonight. So, look for him to make some moves. Because of that, you have a lot of interesting occasions moving forward here. Interesting that there was a person that may have just left at the last possible second. Oh my goodness, you cannot mess that. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. So with that, let's rejoin our late race here and see who unfortunately may have backed on out at the last possible second. Hopefully, nothing good. Or hopefully nothing bad from that. Sauce left at the last possible second and then rejoined. That's what happened. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. Sauce moving from the rear of the or moving from the front to the rear of the field right here. As we kind of shuffle up through the board, some familiar names up in the front, but also a couple of new ones. Basswick as well, starting on the front row. Bad for you as well, having a good start. Liv as well joining the chat. Welcome, man. How are you doing? Let's get this thing going here. I know we were a little bit late to the party, but let's have some fun. Starting with us, we have a couple of POVs here. We have Bad for You. We also have Sauce as well. So we're going to have a view of a lot of different camera shots here. Because of that, we have a nice little cam of this little race. 14 drivers are going to be with us tonight. 15 will actually be getting points because Worst Cod is put in for last place points. So that is Blazing Wheels' captain right there. Going to have some fun, and we're already 4 wide. 4 wide, Bad for You, taking it 4 wide right there. Already off to a good start for this. Bad for You in that 14, already putting it down on the limit. Liv as well, making his way up through the field. Look at Cyber down low right there. This is why I love Auto Club so much. This track is going to be a lot of fun for racing and a lot of fun in order to see who is willing to put it all on the line here. We have a couple of drivers here. Oh, a little bit of accident. The 1, the 88, the 22, all getting out of sorts. The 1 of Xander, unfortunately, getting into an accident. Will that be our first caution of the race? I don't know. No caution for that. Oh my goodness me. The 1 of RS Meatwagon, much like last week, having a early race incident, and because of that, he will not, or at least have a little bit of problems getting stage points. Oh my goodness, that is how quickly things can change here. That is the overall story of the race, I swear. But because of that, we have, let's see here. Looks like the top 10 drivers in this lead pack right here, still within spitting distance of the lead. So, yeah, that is very interesting how just a little bit of contact can actually get and cause that much chaos. So because of that, actually, I apologize. This is the top 9 right now, as I'm just now looking at Sauce right there. But look at this 3-wide action right here. Liam in the 42, brand new number for him. First race of the season, already putting it all on the line, trying to move forward. The bad for you as well, getting it done. Bass as well on that high side, rim riding around there, trying to have a little bit of run on the top side. You can see the 8 and the 42 down low. Interesting how everyone likes to shift their lines up a little bit. I'm a little bit of a top line runner here in 3 and 4 right there, but Liv is all by himself. Meanwhile, look at Liam down here. Oh, a little bit of Liam lag. Oh, that is unfortunate that Justin is going to get tagged right there. Liam, that is going to be lag warning 1 right there. So let's unfortunately let him know about that. Let's see here. It always sucks that we have to do this. Bam. There we go. Story also earlier in the race got a lag warning as well, so just letting everyone know about that. The 3 of Packers as well. Look at him moving forward earlier in the early in this run here. Like I said, the top 10 all out of sorts. Oh my goodness, Story Square getting all. What the heck happened there? Story Square getting into the corner panel right there and kind of spinning already. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but he is running with now the 1 and the 22 back here. Unfortunate for him in order to move forward, but that puts Sauce solidly in that P10, kind of in the middle of nowhere. He is closing in on the 11 of Keith, as we see this top 8 all be within spitting distance of one another. Live on the caboose on this bottom train right here. The 8 of Cyber being the meat right here, and bad for you currently being the 1 to beat. The 12 of Mike G, though, looking up high, trying to get someone rolling here. And he will get that top side rolling, as he is looking to have maybe Bass kind of push him up through the top side. Live right there, getting the higher side rolling right there. Unfortunately, Bad being a little earlier on the brakes right there. Definitely, you can see the handling and the choice for how high of a preset you want to run here. Personally, I'm partial to a 5 here myself. But look how shallow these guys enter the turn. Very interesting here. That actually allows for the high side to get some run here, as Liam all on the outside here, almost tagging the wall. Oh, the 00 actually going to accidentally put the 95 right there. Looks like these guys won't be in danger of losing the draft, but that could have been bad. The 00 not quite clear right there, as now the 95 is going to get on around that 42 again. Again, these guys are not in danger of losing the draft, so they are looking a-okay. But yeah, watch out for the infamous swoot and scoot is what I call it. Having the inside lane just absolutely go up to the top side and kind of take you out with that. But look at that. Just like that, they're back up to the front, so they are a-okay here. The 3, though, looking down low, trying to make something happen with his numerical in IRL teammate of the 8 of Cyber. Cyber not quite able to make the spot. Ken currently sitting in P6 right there. Welcome, Denke. How are you? Right there, right behind the 3. but everyone kind of shifting lines right there as he's going to go to the bottom. A little bit of contact being made between the 347 and kind of ping-pongs into the 00 right there. The top 8 all within spitting distance of one another, and that is why Auto Club is so much fun. The line changes, the differing moves being made by one another. Here's the 9 of, Sauce in P9, as well as the 11 of Keith rounding out the top 10. Back in the pack right here, we have the 22, the 1. This is basically 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th right here, all having early race incidents, but they are definitely not out of position here, because we're going to be seeing a green flag pit stop. These guys can mess up, or not these guys, I should say. The top 10 can actually mess up their pit stalls, and maybe even speed going into the pit lane. Definitely, anything is yet to be seen here, as these guys are probably going to be pitting here in the next 10 laps. Very small fuel tanks here, actually, surprisingly, considering for the actual cup distance that we have. 100 laps with us tonight. Again, we're going to be taking a moment of silence for lap 87, but we have a lot of laps until then. So, until then, we were looking at our pole sitter, Mike G, trying to make his way to the top spot. The 8 of Cyber working with the 14 of Bad For You. Oh, and the 00, absolutely blasting turn 1 right there, trying to get into that top spot. Oh my goodness, big moment. Oh, look at the 47, kind of nosing his way in there. Absolute scenes right here, trying to make that high side work, and he does, picking up 2 positions for the price of 1. Dives it on into turn 3 right there, and gets into the draft of the 8. The 47 is a person to beat here. Bass has shown a lot of speed here in as of late, but because of that, there is maybe a price to pay. You definitely don't want to show your cards too early, and want to save something for stage 3. Definitely, preset choice is at a premium here, like I said, and just like that, look at that inside or line shifting by the 14, going from the top to the bottom. We're seeing super speedway drafting techniques here at Auto Club. Now, normally this is not like that IRL, honestly. IRL, obviously, this is a rim ride around here. The top side is absolutely, you just chongle the top side here. But that is not how it is here in the game. This is very much a draft track. It's almost like a super speedway. A little bit of contact between the 8 and the 14 right there. That's actually going to allow the 47 to try to go to the top side, and he is going to do the exact same thing he did just 2 laps ago. And look at this. The 47 is going to try to get a spot here. The 42 going to try to take it 3 wide, a little bit of contact between him and the 8. The 8 has to give way. He's going to be 3 wide going into turn 3. The 42 holding it down there, 3 wide by the 42 in the 8. The 12 saying, you know what, I want to have something like that here. Going to the line, it is going to be the 47 leading that lap, getting 5 bonus points. Look out for the 95, though. He is going to take it 3 wide. The 47 has to realize he's going to be 3. The 14 holding it stout down there. Look at Liv. The Liv is going to take 2 for the price of 1. He has to come up a little bit more, but he holds it very tip of the hat racing to him, holding it down there when he could have easily came on up. Still 3 wide here, going into turn 3. We're going to go 3 by 3 of 95, then 14 to 47, the 8 to 42 in the 00 for a hot second. Then now it's going to be the 95 versus the 14. The 95 is looking strong here. Looking to see who can lead that lap. It is going to be the 14 this time around. This, ladies and gentlemen, is only lap 15. We're going to go 3 wide. The 47 is going to thread the needle. Going to try to make the middle work. Oh, but he's going to get tagged by Liam back there in the 42. That's going to upset his car. He's going to get a little tight back there. But look out for that 8 car. He is exactly trying to do what everyone else is trying to do and try to take it 3 wide, but not a whole lot of room to be made down low when that white line is so close to each other. But look at this. If we can get all 14 drivers up here, I will be just a tickled little schoolgirl. But ladies and gentlemen, if you think that this is good, wait until the Monday race. The Monday is going to have a lot of talent up here trying to get that spot. Oh, the 14 absolute scenes! Trying to make that pass. very aggressive, knocking a couple people out of the way like that. Oh my goodness. But look at this. All of this battling is actually bringing Sauce into the battle. Let's go on board with Sauce for a hot second. We are actually watching him as one of our in-car cameras. There he is. The 9 was a few seconds back, and lo and behold, he is only about a second and a half away right now. Saucy Boy is coming with a vengeance. The more these guys battle up here, the more they are actually killing their time. And don't look out now, but the 11 is also within spitting distance of this. 9 people watching here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming on out, showing the support for the stream and for these drivers, taking time out of their day in order to come on out and have a show here as the 14 going to cross over with the 95. If this was the last lap, I think it would be the 95 will get a lap led here. Excellent work. Taking a little bit of inventory back here as these guys are coming close to their pit stops here. Here's the 88 Sawyer Square. Unfortunately, having a little bit of, a little bit of racing spinning. I'm not quite sure what happened with him and Sauce, or if that was anything that could have been avoided or what. But him and the 1 as well are definitely making their way forward, trying to at least. The 14 versus the 12 of Mike G up here. A little bit of contact must have been made as now the 8 is going to cross the needle as the 14 is going to be the first one to come on down. Oh, very early, honestly. We were expecting these guys to come on down maybe 2 laps from now, but no, they're deciding to come on down a whole on lap 19. Interesting decision made by Bad For You there. He will have a good pit stop. It looks like Bass is going to signal down here as well, so everyone has to give way. Everyone not quite coming on down yet, so Bass reacting to the 14, and he will be pitting here. Hopefully everyone behind him knows that. Looks like the 12 is, looks like not a lot of people yet. He is the only one coming on down. So again, very sporadic here. Coming on down for these pit stops. I'm assuming some of these guys are going to be taking 2. Bad If You decided to take 4. Interesting decision tree by him. Maybe even some are going to take none. Interesting how this is going to change on out. So Bass is going to be taking 4 tires, it looks like. Interesting call. The Ada Cyber is going to be the next one to come on down pit road. Not a whole lot of people are coming on down. Very sporadic, like I said. Not a whole lot of action on pit road. So we're going to be on board with Cyber to see how he enters his pit. Maybe the 42. No, he is going to be all by himself. 8 really hard braking zone right there. The 9 of Sauce as well coming on down. Looks like the 1 also must have made a pit stop because he's now behind the 22 here. Ooh, the 42 and the 95 right there. Getting a little bit of sideways action right there. Trying to oh, and now we see the mad dash. Everyone coming on down right here. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm going to be on board with this because here is the chaos. If you thought getting on pit road at a super speedway like Daytona Talladega was bad, now here we are with these top 5 contenders all pitting at the same time. Everyone coming on down. Oh, the 00 with the fake. Oh, he faked it. Now he is going to be leading that lap. And now everyone else is going to be pitting, and the 00 is going to be all by his lonesome. Looks like the 22 maybe sped. I'm not quite sure on that. Hopefully he can get that back in order. Here comes the 9 back on board right here. The 00 is going to be pitting this time, so a very awkward scenario by the 9 right here. Getting caught at just the worst moment. And looks like everyone else deciding maybe 4 because, or maybe he sped right here because look at everyone behind. Here's the 42, the 8 right here, and the 14. Interesting strategy by these drivers here. I'm very interested to see how these guys are going to close in on the 9. The 9 was just on the cusp. P9 actually was where he started here, and look at all these positions that he's gaining by taking 2. Honestly, it's something that I want to try here. Hey, you know what? If it will gain you positions, you have to do something different from the leaders here. And just like that, Cyber, the 14, all going on by, and they're going to be closing on down that 9 here. But they have a lot of time to gain right here. The 47 as well, trying to battle with the 95 right here, who just came off pit road. Same thing with the 3. Now we're looking for some of the other drivers. Here is Xander right here, the 1, as he is working for the cusp of stage points right here, trying to close in on that 11, who is currently P10. That 88, though, definitely is, could be a sight for sore eyes, to try and maybe lag push you a little bit forward. The 42, looks like the 12 of Mike G is currently our leader, with the 42 of Liam being P2, and the 00 of Just Ken being P3, with P4 being Sauce. So the 4 tires start with P5 of Cyber. Interesting decision tree by them. Definitely, stage 2 will be a whole different set of strategy here. So these are the 2 tire takers right here. The top 4 are in your screen right here. Stage 2 are probably going to be no tires here. The 3 of Packers trying to make a little bit of something here, as he is just in the draft with the 47. The 14, though, getting passed by the... trying to go on board with him. By the 95. So the 95 showing some true pace here in the pack. However, that 8 has gapped himself from the drivers in front. So the 8 as well showing individual pace, and that is going to be important here after all these pit stops and after the entire field kind of spreads on out. 4 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in stage 1. We have a lot of on the line right here, a lot of storylines actually. Very interestingly enough, Baseball Kid is actually not in this race. He is our points leader entering this race, and just like that, he is unfortunately on out of the points lead because he did not show up, nor did he put in for last place points. So, because of that, everyone else will move on up and try to see what they have in store for the championship leads. We have Sauce and Cyber right here, all going within stage point territory. As of right now, the championship lead is actually between Sauce and Cyber, and Sauce is currently in front of Cyber. There he is right there. Cyber right behind. So let's go on board with Cyber. The 9 of Sauce right there. Currently, Sauce is our championship leader. I know it's race 2 of 16. But every point matters. If the 9 can get around the 00, that is an additional point that the 8 may not have access to. So as we come to 2 laps to go for this stage, I'm sure Sauce is trying to get on by. He's using the draft to try and get around. Let's go on board with the 9 of Sauce here, as he does get around the 00. But that 8 is absolutely chongling right now. He is absolutely moving. The 42 of Liam is also looking very strong here. The 00 kind of pushing him right there, knowing that, hey, it's best to work together as opposed to just letting the 8 kind of just tag team both of us. So Sauce with a 2-point advantage over Cyber right now, but he has caught the draft, and now we are 1 lap to go for this stage. And look at that run by the 00. He's going to be now down below. The 9 of Sauce is going to be holding his own, not just against the other 2 tire takers of the 00, but with the 4 tires of Cyber right behind. So definitely these guys trying to hold around, and we're going to go 3 wide, because why not? The 8 down below, the 00 up top. The 8 getting a little bit of draft to both sides right here. We're going to be watching for this. Mike G directly ahead in the leading spot will get a stage win here at Auto Club. Now let's go back on board with 9 Sauce coming to the line. A little bit of contact. The 9 will get the stage point over the 8. Very, very close right there. And that is advantage 9 in the overall scheme of things. So let's go on board with our stats sheet right here, because I just want to just make sure if Mike G actually won a stage last time around. Let's actually take a look at that. He did not. Our stage winners was Xander as well as Baseball Kid last time around. So a new stage winner here in the form of Mike G. So everyone is going to be back to it again, getting their stage points or getting their setups in. We have our Keith being our last point earner here. That is P10. Packers, Bass, Bad for You, Live in 9876. Just Ken P5, Cyber P4, Sauce, Liam, Mike G. So rack it and stack it again, as Puddin would always say. We are here for stage 2. This time around, it will be 27 laps. A little bit shorter here. Very, very similar to how this stage is going to go. You definitely want to be able to run it on out. And now you're probably going to be taking no tires here, but 2 tires will be pretty good. Packers! No, Packers! No, he spun on the apron. Packers, not like this. Being way too low, and we have chaos in the back. Oh my goodness. The 11 is around an early calamity for our stage 2 drivers here. Oh my goodness, and again, back in the pack, we have some drivers on out of the draft. It looks like the 2 and the 47. Unfortunate for these guys in the 8 of Cyber. What happened here? Maybe getting tagged by the 42. Oh, that is lag warning 42. Definitely putting Cyber into the grass, and that unfortunately will be the second lag warning. Definitely don't want to get one more. So yeah, Liam has to watch out here. Lag warning number 2. 3 strikes and you are out. He has to watch himself. So if he lags one more time, he may be in danger of being ejected from the race. Of course, the 3-strike rule has been a feature in MRL for the entirety of its existence. We've only had to use it once. So unfortunately, Liam is playing with fire by doing that. If he has one more, oh, it could be curtains. So because of that, Mike G here still leading the way right here. The 95 of Liv, again, showing his pace early on here, trying to get those the good stage points early in this run. However, you have the whole pack. Look out now, because the 1 of Xander is absolutely moving right now, getting caught out early in this run, or early in this race. In stage 1, he is now trying to make up for lost time. Also in this pack is the 88 Story Square. Again, these guys both having early race issues are now finding their way up in this lead pack. Drivers definitely coming into their own right here, trying to make a little bit of work happen here in stage 2. As we kind of close on down the laps, I'm going to be taking a hot break. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Of course, as I do, we're going to go 4 wide, so I'm immediately back right here. I was just trying to take a drink, and just like that, Mike G gets overtaken for the lead. Liv is now going to take the lead right here, but don't look out now. The 1 coming strong on that high side with Mike G right behind the 95 will lead that lap. Oh, but we have Calamity in the back. The 88, unfortunately, getting tagged on out right there. I'm not sure who ended up spinning. That was the 00 of Just Ken. I had to back away from our action up here in order to get with it. Unfortunately, yeah, these drivers are absolutely playing on a razor's edge right here. Look at this topside roll right there. The 1 absolutely storming into turn 3. You can see him washing up because he is so tight. There's no traction right there. The 12 right behind the 95 all by himself. No one to go to. The 14 doesn't want to work with them. The 9, the 12, and the 1. Oh, you can see just how squirrely they are, bouncing around these bumps. Gives Auto Club a lot of character by these bumps here. You don't see these at Michigan at all. So, oh, the 14 is going to hit the wall. The 14 is going to go into the wall, and actually that's going to allow the 47 and the 22 to get into a little bit of a battle right here. That was contact between him and the 9. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. Oh my goodness me! I need all this action right here, and coming on around. Let's see how many laps to go in this stage. 15 to go in their tanks. That's what we're looking at right here. The one of Xander is going to take the lead. Um, the Going to take the lead here, trying to get a decent run, and like I said, make up for lost time on this on this race. Definitely not the Daytona race that he would have wanted. Of course, he sped going into pit road. That's where the one that speed comes from. The 9 and the 42 getting out of sorts right there. The 9 kind of forcing his way past. I wonder if there was something with earlier in the race. Not quite sure. But the 47, don't look out now. He's gotten back into this battle. The 47 absolutely storming his way back up through here. He has some pace here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out. The 47's rolling. The 42, a little bit of contact, forcing the 9 on down. What the heck? Oh my goodness me. And just like that, the 9 is going to send the 42 around. Oh my goodness me. And that is going to be calamity for the 42. No caution, though. Was that? Yeah, just the 42 right here. No one with him right there. And oh my goodness, that could have been a lot worse than it was. All of these drivers still trying to... all of these trying to work on out with, I guess, each other right here, like I said. But that is just tempers flaring between the 9 and the 42. One push back, the other push back, but harder. So, with that, we're on board with the 22 of Joyrides right here. Joyrides has actually been one of the surprise drivers here this season. Currently sitting P12 in the standings. He actually had a lot of good stage results here at Daytona. And right now, he's actually sitting in stage point territory. So, the 22... looking pretty strong here, beating out the rest of his competition by virtue of just staying out of it. The 8, he's trying to stay in the lead draft with the 8 of Cyber, who unfortunately got tagged earlier in the run. Here is the rest of the pack right here. Definitely, he's performing rather well here. Unfortunately, didn't get the finish of Daytona that he would have wanted. In fact, he finished P11 there, but he was in the top 10 consistently the entire time for Daytona. Just Ken as well. This is his first race. Deathstorm as well. Brand new to NASCAR racing. He actually comes from the F1 side. So Deathstorm, this is a huge learning curve. Hopefully he's listening to the broadcast, at least maybe even in post. Definitely a huge learning curve. He is a good driver. It just will take a little bit of time in order to adjust between F1 and NASCAR. But definitely, these drivers here, as we are seeing, definitely giving it all on the line. The 9 rallying back right here. The 42 trying to do the same. The 47 and the 88 kind of linking on up right here to try and close the gap between the 1. The 1 of Xander has absolutely gapped himself from the rest of the field right here, putting on a wonderful show. But a little bit of contact between the 95 and the 88 right there. That's going to put the 88 almost into the wall. And just like that, that's going to put the 47 now in a little bit of breakaway. So now it's going to be I almost said GMI. It was really close to GMI. It's not that at all. This is actually a Blazing Wheels 1, 2, almost 3 right there, as these guys are all battling for position. That for you is actually on Team Blue on Black. That is Joshua Jaguars. However, Liv as well is also on Blue on Black. So these guys are battling. Mike G, though, is trying to put his name in the ballot, saying, hey, you know what? I can make this a three-wide battle right here. And Mike G will go with the 14. The same thing with the 9. Puts the 95 kind of on the back burner right here, as these guys are all really just trying to get into a good solid formation and lead and try to close their gap back to that 47, who is now pulling away and actually closing in on the 1. So Xander has made it really clear that he hates this place. I'm not sure why. This track is awesome. This is the third time that we've come here for the MRL Saturday Cup Series specifically, or not Saturday, I should say, just the Cup Series in general. The first time was the first ever race in MRL. That was by Cyber P2. Second time around was last time, and there was calamity in turn 3. But the best news, if you are a UK Mopower Cat fan, Mopower Cat was able to get on a round as Elite Precision and Cyber made some contact going into turn 3, and Mopower Cat was able to get the win there. Now here we are. Only one of those drivers is in the field. That is the 8 of Cyber. We'll have to see what they are going to be doing here to try and close the gap. In fact, let's go on board with Cyber. Wherever he is. Did I just go past? There he is. The 8 of Cyber is actually behind the 00. Not quite sure what happened here. If maybe he already pit. I'd be a little bit surprised if he did. Cyber actually trying something new here, but definitely still trying to go and break up. That would be why, because he is pitting that time, so that would explain that. But yeah, like I said, all of these drivers here, as we see another person on the apron. Oh my goodness, what the heck happened? Let's go on board with Sauce. He was the person that was there. That was maybe bad for you, Story Square. Let's find on out. So we're watching on board with Sauce's POV going into turn 1. Did someone just maybe hit the apron a little bit too much? 14 of Bad for You is leading the way. He got into the apron. Oh! And just absolutely binned it. Bad for You, unfortunately, going onto the apron and just wiping on out. Oh my goodness. That could have been a lot worse than it did. Absolutely just shot himself out of off of the apron and into the wall. Unfortunate for him, he is now all the way back here, as he is now going to be working with the 8 of Cyber, who just came off pit road. Here is our leader, though, the 1, still holding a healthy gap between himself and the 47. That is P1 and P2. Yes, pit stops are happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you are probably going to be taking no tires on this stop. However, as the 1 got really loose right there. Excellent save, though, able to hold his own. The 47 is actually going to be pitting. Very late call by him, but he is going to be able to get that done. He is that's because he is actually on the fuel light, so that is probably why. The 47 though, really hard aggressive coming on down pit lane. I don't know if he spun. Oh, Bass, no! That happened earlier in the race, and I think the 3 just did the same thing. That could have been the game changer for the stage victory here. Unfortunate for him, as he spins going onto the pits. Oh my goodness, that may be the stage. 8 laps to go here in this stage. I'm not sure if these guys singly come on down. Looks like the 1 is doing so as he comes on down, and the 1 spins it. Oh my goodness, Xander. Oh, and we have a race. The 1 doing that same thing. The 00, the 42, the 95, the 14 all coming on down. The 8, the 3 exiting the pits right here. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, calamity has struck. This may open up the door for a new stage winner. The 12 and the 9 are actually battling right here. to try and see who has the stage point. We'll have to see though as the 9 comes on down really aggressive. He's actually going to snake the lead off of the 12 right there. And now we see the, again, the 88 just in front of the 47, able to snipe a spot. The 1 as well, taking no tires. Bass took 2, by the way, so that is why he is a little bit behind both the 1 and the 88, apart from the spin. Yeah, the 47 took 2 tires. A lot of these drivers taking 2 tires here. Very interesting decision tree by them. Looks like the 8 also maybe took 4 tires here. And let's actually take a look and see where the 9 and the 12 are going to come on out. So let's take a look and see if Sauce and the 12, they're both going to come on at the same time. Both of these drivers knowing what to do here. Don't look out now. The 12 coming up on track a little bit earlier. That's actually going to allow him to wind up those RPMs, allowing him to actually close on in. Now it's going to be, looks like maybe between the 9 and the 12 right here, as these guys took no tires as well as not spinning. So these guys are probably going to be battling for the stage win here. Mike G wanted to go and sweep the stages here. The 9 trying to get his second stage win of the season. The first stage win of the season. And pivotally increase his point lead over Cyber. A little bit back in the pack right here. It looks like the 42 was able to close back up on the rest of his competition here. The 95 and the 3 as well. Working with these guys, trying to make something work. The 42, though, definitely trying to stay out in front. Like I said, he's on 2 lag warnings. He has to watch out. Story Square as well. This is P4, P3, 4, and 5 right here. Story Square smack dab in the middle of the 47 of Bass and the 1 of Xander. Took 2 tires here. It's not going to work on out as these guys would have hoped. But stage points proven to be crucial here, as this is a new innovation for MRL. These stage points definitely proving to be a big key innovation for a strategy here. Definitely more in the seasons past, we've done 50% with no stages, and that actually basically meant you had to run a perfect race. The 22 definitely on 4 tires right here, and he is going to get on around on the 14 and the 8 right here, crucially providing a little bit of gap between the 9 and the 8 right here. Let's go on board with our lead pack as we hit 2 laps to go in this stage, and I do believe they are battling here, so let's go on board with them. The 9 up high, the 12 down low, going into off of turn 2, going to the backstretch. You see the 2 just in front as Deathstorm in P14. These drivers here definitely battling on out, wanting to get every stage win. The 9 of Sauce winning last week, but not, crucially, not the point leader entering this race. As the points run right here, he is actually the point leader. The 12 of Mike G right behind, trying to close the gap. Use that draft to his advantage, trying to use anything that he can. Both running the middle lane right here. The 12 is going to have a good run. What is the 9 going to do? Entering this turn 3. Oh, getting really loose right there. He's going to immediately block down low. The 12 needs to go early in, or slow in, fast out here, going into turn 3. Looks like he's going to do that. Going to be able to gas it up just a little bit sooner. And don't look now, but he is going to be to the top side of the 9. Coming to off of turn 4. Not enough. Coming to the line. Oh, crisscross applesauce. The 9 is going to take the stage win. And just like that, bada bing, bada boom. 4 in the 4 stages so far in the season, 4 different stage winners. There we go. As we come on through, Story Square Bass can be P4, P5, with Xander being P3. As we wait for the rest of the group, looks like Liam is going to get P6, Liv P7, Packers P8, Joyride P9, and Just Ken P10. Crucially, though, Cyber, Bad For You, Keith, and Deathstorm, no stage points. Interesting how this race is unfolding, but this is only stage 2. We have one more stage to go. And just like that, let's go on board with our leaders here. Not Joy, right? Sauce will presumably be our leader here entering this stage. So let's take a quick moment, and I will be right back. Put it together, folks. This is stage 3. This is the important one. This is where points are paid out. The stages are done, and we've had good racing so far. The 9 being ultra good on those restarts. That shift have proven to be muy bien. As he shifts up through the gears, the 1 is going to easily clear the 12 right there. And now he's trying to give Bass a little bit of drafting help. Going on down the backstretch, the 9, the 1, and almost the 47 as he is battling for P3. Let's actually go on board with Deathstorm, who has a perfect shot of the entire cast and crew of the Cup Series just in front of us. Everyone beating and banging. We saw an early lap disaster here in stage 2. It looks like these guys were able to figure it on out. By the way, I wanted to check Discord and see if anyone said anything. Story says sorry for the lag in stage 1. Sauce says 42 and 88 have been lagging this entire race. That's why they're on lag warnings. Story has 1, the 88 has 1, and the 42 has 2. So one more. The 42 is unfortunately out of this race. The 88 has 2 more of those, so hopefully they are able to fix it. But definitely. Going on through this stage here, the drivers are looking to have the perfect stage right here, trying to move on through the field. Crucially, though, we are on lap 65, 36 laps to go. If this race goes green, this is basically a perfect one-stop. You just split the stage down the middle, bada bing, bada boom. That is your race. However, there is a note. Of course, fuel roll, like I said. If caution comes on out with, because you get 21 laps to the gallon here. If the caution comes on out and we have 26 laps to go in the race. Oh, big moves back here. The 88 getting out of sorts, just saving it. Excellent work by him. He is absolutely moving right here. The 42 and the 9, this won't end good. But definitely, yeah, those guys trying to get position right here. The 42 looking pretty strong, and a little bit of contact again. The 47 is going to take it 3 wide. The 1, the 42, and the 47, the meat sandwich here. As the 47 going to be ultra aggressive, diving on into turn 3, and that is Auto Club, baby. Everyone getting aggressive here on this early part of stage 3, trying to get as much track position as possible. The 9, the 1, the 42 running the top right there, a little bit of contact, and we're going to be 3 wide again. The same 3 here, all going in through. The 42 backs on out at the last possible second, and just like that, you have all of this racing room. The 95 of Liv moving forward again. The 1 actually getting a little bit lag right there. Interesting. It's rare that we see Xander lag, but very interesting how this race is unfolding right here. Some of the drivers that we expected to be up front are not up front. Cyber, outside the top 5 right here. Of course, he's trying to rally back, of course, from the stage 2 mishap. But hey, the fact that he is up here again, and look at that, maybe even a P4 going into turn 1 here as he gets around the 95 of Liv, who we're on board with right here. Liv has also had a breakout performance this run, or this race. Liv is currently sitting in P7 in the standings, and I do actually believe he finished P7 in the race at Daytona last week. So definitely he is trying to improve that right there, as the 88 getting into the apron right there, hitting the 00. Oh, unfortunately, the 00. Actually, this may actually work out for him, as he is up the track, going to get a little bit of draft. The 88 is going to snipe in front of him, so definitely, there's only so much that he can do, but look at this. The 47 is going to take it 3 wide. Cyber's going to have a perfect shot of this. The 9 up top, 47 to meet. He is going to easily back on out with the 1 now and the 47, the 2 best friends, trying to go and see what they can do. So because of that, they are still side by side, but the momentum is going to shift to the outside here as the 47 of Bass is going to easily clear with the 8 of Cyber. Look, just like I said, talking about him right there. And now automatically he is up here trying to make something happen. The 1 is going to be able to get in front of him, but he's probably going to fall in line behind the 47 to try and see what he can do. The 1 immediately going to try to make the pass right here. The 8 is going to have to follow. The 42 kind of pushing the 8 right here. Has to really watch on out here, trying to move forward. The 88 actually getting on out of the groove. Holding it down. No, he doesn't. Again, the 88 taps the wall and bends it. Narrow avoidance. Excellent wreck avoidance by the 22 right there. Almost disaster coming out of the corner. The 88, though, oh my goodness, heartbreak again in this stage. Excellent wreck avoidance, though, by the 22. The 88, though, holding stout, he has the pace. He just needs to avoid the looseness that comes along with it. And just like that, the 1 gets back to the lead. The 9 of Sauce trying to get up here. The 8 being the Lone Ranger down below. The 1 hates this track, yet he's good here. Weird how that works out sometimes. The 42 and the 00 getting all out of sorts. Trying to battle for the draft right here. The 00 is going to have it. The 42 is going to follow. The 9 of Sauce being the odd one out as these guys pick up speed. The 9 is going to lose a spot, maybe 2 right here, going into the corner. The 95 is going to really toss it on down low. The 00 is going to get into the 9, and we're going to be seeing a 3 wide. No way that is going to work. Oh my goodness, the 42 got tight right there. The 9, actually, that helped as he is able to go on through right there. Oh my goodness. Weird how that actually works out. But definitely everyone getting aggressive, moving, pushing the limits to where they're putting their cars. The 9 barely came out across as the 42 is going to get into the grass. Getting all out of sorts. I'm not even sure what happened there. We were on board with that. Let's actually take a look from our POV. So let's actually rewind. I'm not sure if that was a little bit of contact or just a ping pong effect. Let's find out. So we were watching that live here. So looks like the 42 came on down. The 95 was in front. Oh, he came on up, bounced off the 14, and unfortunately, the 42 just was a result of the ping pong effect. He is now all by his lonesome. So let's go back on board. Apologies about that. We just wanted to see what happened there. The 9, the P4 right here. As the top 3 was able to get away. That is the 1, the 47, and the 8. The 9 right now in P4, kind of acting as the cork in the bottle. Very strangely enough. Look at this. We have seen the 9 stage 2 winner trying his best to lead the line, but looks like Liv does not want to follow. He wants to lead. So these guys are trying to form up right here, and that's what the 1, the 47, and the 8 are trying to do as well. We're on board with them. By the way, reminder, we will be holding a moment of silence here in 13 laps, so definitely I'm keeping an eye on that for our fallen racer and friend, Travis Tyson. So that is here in 13 laps, so basically not forgetting. Bad for you. Trying to go on down again, saying, hey, I don't want to follow. I want to lead. The 14 of bad for you, trying to go on down, maybe going to get below the 9. The 9 really aggressive, and the 14 is there, but just with the goose of the throttle, really aggressive. But don't look at it now. The top 3 are getting a little squirrely themselves. They're not quite as organized as well. So definitely these guys can go and have a good run here if that second pack can just get formed up. Oh, but that's not going to help right there. Someone else getting into the wall. I think that was the 11 of Keith. The 11 of Keith getting into the wall, and unfortunate for him, he is going to be out of sorts. This is the top 11 in our camera shot right here. P12 being Liam right there. P13, that is the top 10. with in our camera shot, with 11th being Liam. I apologize. Um, so let's kind of go through the field. So the 1 of Xander, currently P1, the 47 of Bass P2, the 8 of Cyber P3. This is a very familiar podium here. We've seen this a lot of times here in MRL. However, back in the second pack is anything but. Currently, it's the 9 of P4, Liv P5. Currently, Badview P6, Justken P7. P8 belongs to Mike G. P9 Packers with P10 being Keith. P11 belongs to Liam. P12 belongs to Joyrides. P13 Story Square. P14 is Deathstorm. As I'm not quite sure what happened here, as Deathstorm is getting back up to speed. I wonder if there was a little bit of accident right there. But yeah, these guys all getting out of order right here. The 9 of Sauce, like I said, trying to lead the way, but everyone else wants to race, so that is, you can only do so much when the drivers do that. Let's see here. We are looking at around another 5 or so laps until we're looking at pit stops. So, like I said, this is a very clear-cut one stop here. Not a whole lot to be had. The 47 is did look below the 1 there for a hot second. Nothing to be had though. Here's Mike G as the 95 of Liv looking down below the 9, the 00 as well. I wonder if these guys are going to go with the 95 or the 9. Yeah, if I can talk. The momentum is going to shift to the top side, and it looks like they are going to roll with the 9 right here. Again, this is only allowing the top 3 to pull away, but there we go. Last possible second. They're going to shift their attention to the bottom. The 9 can only do so much, and you can see right there, maybe a little bit of contact between him and the 95 right there, as now the momentum is going to shift to the bottom as, a little bit of looseness by the 95 right there. The 9 getting really aggressive, getting in front of the 95 right there. Excellent maneuvering by these guys. Meanwhile, the 3 of Packers he's just waiting. He's just biding his time. So how is Sauce doing? He's right there in P4. So far, he is doing really, really well. But a lot of these drivers just not really wanting to ride. They want to race. And that's only allowing those top 3, those guys in front, that is the 1, the 47, and the 8, just slink away. Oh, the 12 getting really tight right there. I wonder if that was a little bit of contact behind or maybe in front, as the 12 is now going to get passed by the 3. The company car, of course, yeah. I did see that was your car right there. For the longest time, I always wondered what you first meant, and I'm just like, oh, it's Universe, duh. But yes, we will be, as advertised, like I said, we're going to be holding a moment of silence here on lap 87. And that is coming up here in a few laps. So these guys have a few laps to get there. I am not going to forget that here in 6 laps. The drivers, though, are coming close to their pit stops. Who is going to be the first one down pit road? Definitely, these guys are... there is an advantage to pitting early here. However, you want to make sure you can actually make it on fuel. The fuel window is open now. They have to make sure that they have to get a perfect pinpoint entry, or else your race is ruined. So we're going to be seeing who is going to come on down. Maybe the 95, not quite sure. The 3 is definitely going to do it. So the 3 of Packers is going to be signaling here that everyone else has to but have to make way and try to make their way around here. And it looks like he is the only one that is going to be coming on down out of this lead pack. So he is going to have the benefit of the undercut here. Now, out of the top 3, we're going to be on board with this for this lap because we are looking at at these guys probably pitting this time. The 8 getting really out of sorts right there. Really tight. We're going to see the 1, the 47 come on down. The 8 is not signaling. Interesting decision tree by him. He's going to stay on an additional lap. Now, depending on if the 1 and the 47 spin, like we saw this time around, we have to see how that goes. Oh, looks like the 47, what? That was a fake! Oh my goodness! He came on down to go below the apron, trying to just get a little bit of that draft. But now the 8 is going to try and work with the 47. That was probably the best news for these two right here, as the 1 pit by himself and lost a lot of time because of his spin in stage 2. he was really being ultra conservative down pit road where he's usually so aggressive. So there they are, and here comes our leaders. So here are these two. We're going to follow these guys going on down pit road. The 8, honestly, I'm always more nervous going into the being the first car as opposed to being the second. Here comes the 47. Very excellent, excellent work by those guys. The 95 and the 00 really getting a hard start right there. I think the 47 actually sputtered coming on down pit lane. So here comes the guys that pit the first lap, and here comes them right here. Here's the 2 of Packers. There's the 2 of Death Storm, the 3 of Packers right there, coming on off of the pits. The 42 must have spun as well. These guys trying to come on down. Unfortunate for Liam. Such a good race. Here comes Just Ken coming on down this time. He was able to get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Hopefully he was able to get a good stop. The 2 as well down pit road. Now, crucially, here is the 1 versus the 8. We're going to see how these guys go. Like I said, the 1 really conservative going into the pits. And just like that, you can just see that playing into effect right here. Cyber is now going to be side by side with the 1, and that was because of the undercut and overcut. Essentially, the time that the 1 was able to gain, he lost by being conservative. This should be lap 86 here. So we're going to be seeing how this kind of turns on out. Lap 86, so next time around we will hold our moment of silence. Like I said, I do not want to miss this this lap right here. So I really just want to make sure that this is all Gucci. So yeah, next time around we will be holding our moment of silence. So right now, as the pit cycle kind of concludes, the 1 and the 8, P1 and P2, the 47, the 9, and the 12 are going to be rounding out the top 5. Looks like the 3 of Packers, by virtue of the undercut, is going to be P6, 95 of Liv right behind, Justin, who just pit right behind them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Travis Tyson. He will be forever in our memories. Like I said, I've just raced with him a month ago in the GC Customs finale, and it's weird to know that he's gone. You never know when your final breath is going to be. You never know when your final race will be, and so you have to live every day like it's your last. So rest in peace, Travis Tyson. Gone but not forgotten. So getting back into it, we have 12 laps to go here in this race here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the 00 now actually out of sorts with the 95. And very interesting how Just Ken was not able to really hold his own and actually hold on to the draft of Mike G there in P5. Now Liv right here in B and P7, he is on par for his last week finish. And I know for certain he's trying to better it. The 2 and the 22. In-game teammates here battling right here for position. The 2 and the 22 right here. Both of these guys having a duo back here. And don't look now. The 8 actually was able to pass the 1, so that is a point for him. And the 47 is actually closing in on the 1 as well. The 8 of Cyber is a previous winner here at Auto Club. He knows how to get it done. However, everyone else in this field is not. So these drivers are all doing their damnedest in order to try to get up here back to the front. The 47 and the 9 are running out of time. 10 laps to go. But the 47 is doing an excellent job being the leader here. He just needs a little bit more to latch onto that draft to the 1. Denke asking, just wondering, can I run a custom with the 87 for him on Monday? Yes, you can. It's one of those rare occasions where normally MRL does not allow for custom schemes, but this is one of those occasions. So yes. Like I said, it's shocking news that we woke up to this morning. 9 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. The top 5 all within spitting distance of one another. The 47 is so close to grabbing the draft of the 1. In fact, let's go on board with Bassbuck right here. You can see the distance. The 1 is right there. He just needs a little bit more to try and latch onto that draft. In fact, both of our in-race streamers that I'm getting the lap count from are right behind each other, right in front and right behind each other. The 47 right here that we're on board with, as well as the 9 right behind. These guys just need a little bit more. 8 laps to go this time here. Lap 93 of 100. The 8 of Cyber is our only winner so far in this race. He has not won in the Cup Series for quite some time. And I should probably look at that to see when the last time he actually won was for the series in general. So actually allow me to rewind and open up the book here and see when that was. I apologize. That was Darlington. Never mind. That was actually relatively recently. It felt longer than it actually was. Darlington, just a Cup season ago. That long race. That's right. I remember that now. That long race back in last season. I get it. I remember now. Anyway. So, because of that, Cyber is looking for redemption here. He's trying to get it done at a track he knows how to do well at. A little bit of contact between the 9 and I do believe the 12. The 47, like I said, just on the cusp of getting it done. We saw a little bit of dirt fly up in front. I wonder if that was a lag out. I'm not quite sure. I'm not seeing anyone on pit road. Oh, actually, I think I do, actually. I think the 42 may have part... No. Anyone on pit road? Nope, I guess not. The 88 and the 22 are battling for position back here. So as we step away from the lead pack for a hot second, we are looking at seeing where everyone is right now. The 14 has unfortunately been dropped by the 00, the 95, and the 3. So unfortunate for him, but here is our leader. And this is going to get tasty here with a few laps to go. Because you know the 1 is not going to settle for P2. He is going to try to go for the win. And so that is probably going to bring the 47 and the 9 into it right here. 5 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a perfect line around here to hold it steady. Because look at that, the 8 already getting loose right there. That allows the 1 to get so close in terms of the draft. And he can make a move right there. That was perfectly legal if he wanted to. However, that would mean that these guys would be holding each other up. The 47, the 9, the 12 are waiting in the wings. They're so close to getting that draft. They just need a little bit more. 4 laps to go. The 8's looking for another race win to add to his tally. The 1, the all-time wins leader in MRL, period, in P2, has yet to win at Auto Club. And he is looking at it directly in his face right there. And in fact, you're going to see it a little bit early. The 1 is going to make the move. I think this is a little bit too early because the earlier they battle, the more time it gives the 47, the 9, and the 12 to close on in. I think that was too early. So, because of that, the 8 is going to have to probably just duck on in real quick to avoid that. Bass may have the draft here now. That could prove. Oh, this could be the end right here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps to go out of this 100-lap feature event. And just like that, the 47 has the draft. We now have a 5-car battle for the lead here at Auto Club. The 9, you can see the move. The 9 really tossing on down. He's going to cut across the, the 47. I still have a cough. The 9 of sauce cutting across the 47's nose like that. And now you have the 9 trying to move forward on, as you see the 12 now making it past the 47 as well. 2 laps to go. The 1 trying to close the gap, trying to break the draft, on the 8, as the 9 is going to close on in. He has to go through 2 different cars, though. That is going to be crucial, though. The 8 has to really plan out his line of action here as drink some moonshine. I know, right? I feel embarrassed for that. But the 8 is going to have to really plan out his move tactically here, because the 1 is going to be battling him hard for position. But don't look out for the 9. In the 12, 1 mistake from these 2. We saw it last season. 3rd place could sneak a victory. Oh, but the 8 gets loose. Oh, my goodness. No, that could be the end right there. The 8 gets loose coming off of the turn. Now he has to battle for P2. The 1 has to hold a steady line through turn 3. Turn 3 is clear. Turn 4 is clear. The 1 of Xander is going to win this race. But how about P2? The 9 of Sauce coming on down. Past the start-finish line, the 9 is going to get P2, and the 8 is going to have to settle for P3 again. Wow. At the line, the 9 robbed position of Cyber for P2. The 1 getting redemption here at Auto Club. He hates this track, but he was able to get the victory today. Not the Daytona race that he would have wanted, but it's exactly as planned for Auto Club. And just like that, we're waiting for everyone to kind of finish up the race right here. Deathstorm coming on down, and just like that, results are in. Xander P1, Sauce P2, Cyber P3, Mike G P4, Bassbook P5, Just Ken P6, Liv P7, Packers P8, Badview P9, Keith P10, P11 is Story Square Joyride P12, 13th is going to be Liam, P14 is going to be Deathstorm, P15 is going to have to be it's not going to be P15, really. It's going to be last place points for worst COD, but that's going to be essentially 15th right there. Oh, Discord is blowing up saying, Bass saying, why Sauce? Sauce saying, had to go. Oh, my goodness. Fastest lap goes to Bass with a 38.993. The only driver, I think, to break into the 38s. Wow, hang on. Yep, the only driver to break into the 38s. Excellent work by Bass. A blister of a lap. So let's get our top 3 up in here for interviews. I will be right back. I'm going to mute myself. All right. So I am back here, and just like that, we have another new winner, Auto Club. Again, every time we've been coming to the a different track, we've had a different winner. Daytona had its fourth different winner in the Cup Series last week, and that was by Baseball Kid. Tonight is Xander, our estimate wagon. As we wait for our top three to get up in here fully, just kind of running on down our stage winners. Again, Mike G going from pole to stage one victory. Excellent job by him. And then also stage two, fourth total, and the fourth different stage winner of Sauce. So again, all of that coming to a head of the parody of the talent in this series. Just with that, I think we have everyone. I guess we're still waiting on Sauce, but we can start our interviews now. Well, as I say that, speaking into existence. Cyber, we have to see you again in a P3 position here. But still, another podium is still pretty good at the end of the day. But you were battling there at the end. What was it like from your POV?
Well, knowing how this Tame the Beast H Heavy was on this race, it just felt the same like it has the past few times we were here, but it was crazy and wild out there. I mean, it's always going to be like that with Auto Club. I mean, it's a 2 mile track. You can go from top to bottom, etc. But yeah, the racing was really wild out there, like really insane. Like 12 stages, yeah, you name it.
Well, Cyber, I'll tell you what. I've been kind of keeping track of the points throughout the entire run. I wanna ask, what happened in stage two to put you so far back? Because I was actually kind of at a loss for that.
Well, if any of y'all would take a guess of someone's lag, there's your answer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were the second Liam leg. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. I called that out. I was like, okay, I'm not. I called it, but I forgot who we got into. Okay, that never mind. All right. Well, answer that question. Let's write that off my checklist. All right. So Cyber. Again, Auto Club. Playing host to the first MRL race, I consider this a staple. I know that we didn't come here in season one, but Auto Club has been very kind to you as of late, but also so has Phoenix, and that's where we're going next week. What do you think about next week?
Um, I think about next week, like just a learning curve with what the season finale gave me. I thought I was gonna be good on tie the last time we were there for the finale, but I blew it entering turns 3 and 4. So I've kind of already put a pinnacle on when to stop running the apron in general for that race, which I tested it in Cobra, if anyone doesn't know that league. But yeah, I kind of feel good about bringing a top 5 car like usual down there. I mean, it should be a fun race like it was in the finale last season.
Well, there we go. Cyber, excellent job. P3 again, back-to-back races, but still some good points all around. So with that, we're going to shift our focus to our stage, or not stage two. Well, actually, yeah, our stage two winner. I was right. And then our P2 at the
Not that.
line. Sauce, how you doing?
Doing good, Patton. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing just peachy. Sauce, you had a lot of interesting moves. I will say. You were at one point leading the second pack, trying to close in on the top three in stage three. But then also for your strategy, you kind of got knocked out of the way in stage one, and had to play a little bit of catch up. And you were had the pace in order to catch back up. What was the car like?
I mean, it was fine. I got lagged into like lap two, stage one. Um, I was gonna take, the pit strategy. I was gonna take it regardless, but it ended up flipping me into what, third, I think maybe. Stage two, same pit strategy. I think I took no tires. I knew it was gonna work out. It usually does if it goes green here. And stage three, I mean, I was out front leading the pack, just on the top side. I knew guys were trying to save just, maybe like a stretch of gas to get that, the fresher tires there at the end, and got shuffled back. And then I don't know, I ran the top line the whole night pretty much. I didn't really touch the bottom unless I needed to. So even at the top line, just getting pushed up the track, close to the wall there, just put me back a lot and just kind of shuffled things. But Made it back there at the end. Just maybe needed a couple more laps. I was there with Bass Buck, and just we just hit like a we were at like point 0, point 0.9 for a few laps. It felt like it was a bubble, and I don't know. It kind of maybe went high on one turn. I just had a huge run, took it, and just try to get up there as fast as we could. But yeah, good win by Xander tonight. I know he's been wanting one here for a bit, and congrats to him.
Well, there we go, Sauce. I've been keeping an eye on the points actually, entering this race. I know you said it's going to be a part-time venture for you, but you're actually leading the points.
How
So
about that?
how about that? Indeed. So I don't know if that kind of sways your opinion at all on what to do for Saturdays, but I mean, like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the points, and it's definitely looking good for you.
I still think it's part time. I can't totally commit Saturdays. I probably won't be around for the next few races. Probably see me in the new year for Cup. Honestly,
Well, there we go. Just like that, Sauce with a P2 to complement his. Actually, now that I mention it, it's also a P2 last race as well. So we've had the same podium for P2 and P3, but a different winner. So Sauce, congrats again on another podium back to back for you. Unfortunately, or no, no, you got P1. I'm sorry, you won. I'm sorry, that was baseball kid. I
I
apologize.
got P2
I
on
corrected
Tuesday.
myself.
I got P2 Tuesday. So I mean, it all works out fine.
That's right. Okay, my bad. I was about to say, someone always stat checks me, and I stat checked myself. Okay, no, so
Don't you hate it?
don't anyone say that. I did it myself. Okay, my bad. All right. Anyway, so congrats, Sauce. We have to go into our winner though, and that is Mr. RS Meatwagon, Xander.
Ah,
How you
felt good.
doing?
I feel awesome. I forgot how to do interviews. Before I start off, I want to say rest in peace to Travis. He's a great racer and an even better person. So I want to say rest in peace to him and prayers to his family. But no, it feels good to get back into to winning. It's been a long time. This is probably one of my favorite wins because of the fact that I just cannot stand Auto Club, and I won. So yeah.
I was about to say that was one of the motivations that I was talking about all night. Is that you were pretty vocal on how much you don't like this place, and yet here you were fast. So the duality, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've always had some pretty bad luck here, or just had a great car and finished like second or third, and never could really just figure it out. I've got some wins here in other leagues, but nothing in MRL. So it feels nice to come out and win at Auto Club. Thanks to Monster. Thanks to what are my sponsors? 7-Eleven, Gear Wrench, Chevrolet, Blazing Wheels gets a win. It's nice. Shout out to the rest of these two up here, Sauce and Cyber. I know Cyber. Yes, sir. I knew that they both were really fast. I know Brandon was really fast, and I think he had a better car than I did. So I was just able to get up front and use the track position to my need, and I figured out how to take pit road. So that was nice.
Well, you did spin out in stage two.
Yeah, I just had to overcome spinning out, and also I can't wait to post my POV of that second lap wreck. Oh my god, I flipped maybe about 20 times. So the flip and win was was nice.
Well, I was about to say I can't imagine your vocal discuss how much you don't like this track, and then like lap two you were right. I was like, all right, cool. So.
Yeah, I had a concussion for sure.
Well, I guess we'll not be seeing you next week.
Oh, you will. Don't worry. No, you'll definitely be seeing me at Phoenix. So yeah.
Excellent job, Xander. Finally getting it done at Auto Club.
Thank
Podium
you, sir.
guys. Any final thoughts before we close out for the night?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Okay. Rest in peace, Travis Tyson. May God
Yep.
rest his soul.
Yes, indeed.
Thinking about him and his family. Yeah, we're gonna miss you, Trav.
Great person.
It's
He was definitely one of
very
those
shocking.
those people. Yeah, very shocking. When I saw it, I was like, man, that's so terrible. I never really raced much with him, but he was a really good person. So
Yeah. But with that, again, like if Sauce, you didn't say it, I was about to say it. Again, rest in peace, Travis. gone but not forgotten, I guess.
For sure.
With that, we're going to close on out with a heavy heart and a fulfilled soul. MRL Cup won by Xander, Sauce P2, Cyber P3. This is for you, Travis. Have a good night. Peace.